Minister's answer had nothing to do with the questions, but it had nothing to do with sex.
It's a fake, a phony, and a fraud.
As we're used to casual homophobic comments.
Does he engage with them in the bathtub?
We are addressing something critical, the level of professionalism in our parliament. Where is our leadership headed? What is happening?
I've seen a lot of degrading elements in the history of my time here, but I've never seen anything as ugly as what happened yesterday.
We saw a disgusting display of homophobia.
I just want to remind members to please be careful.
What does this say about the maturity and respect of those who are in power? Let's start with one of the most recent controversies, the Consul General of New York, a friend of Prime Minister. He was recently housed in a lavish $9 million apartment.
The brand new lavish apartment that he bought his friend, the new Consul General to New York. $9 million for his friend Tom Clark to have stunning powder room finished in jewel onyx, crystallo gold quartzite.
On his trip to New York, did the Prime Minister really inspect the palace in the sky while he was supposed to engage with global leaders and discuss the issues like climate change, democracy, and defending Ukraine? These are not just a question of budgetary access, but the priorities. At a time when the Canadians are facing economic struggle, the optics to such a purchase seems out of touch and out of reach. It's hard to imagine that we're spending that money. Regardless of that, recently the Speaker of House, Greg Fergus, issued a warning to call the Member of Parliament. He told them to change their behavior or they will risk losing their privileges. This came after a tense exchange between Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre and NDP leader Jagmeet Singh. The Conservative leader refused to withdraw certain remarks, and that cost him 3 questions in the Parliament, which is the price to pay for the opposition. And in the heated moment, the Conservative leader called Singh a fake, phony, and fraud.
It's a fake, a phony, and a fraud. How can anyone ever believe what this sellout NDP leader says in the future?
Visibly frustrated, he walked into the Conservative leader and they were literally arguing in the aisle. This kind of behavior is far below what should expect from our national leaders. And then things took even darker turn. During already rowdy session, Conservative MP Garnet Jr. made a comment regarding the Prime Minister, and that was sharing a bathtub with Tom Clark. Sparkling accusation of homophobia, they said. Trudeau was quick to call out and he commented that it is unacceptable and inappropriate. These accusations caused a significant stir in the House, but he later justified that his comment was luxury, not sexuality, but saying that itself the way he said it. And I'll play it for you. Outrageous.
Does he engage with them in the bathtub? The point of that comment is to illustrate that, of course, meetings don't take place in a bathtub. A luxurious bathtub has nothing to do with meetings. The Prime Minister's answer had nothing to do with the questions, but it had nothing to do with sex. I wasn't thinking about sex at all.
I mean, how can a parliament leader talk about these kind of sentences in the parliament when everybody's watching? Not only that, Prime Minister Trudeau himself has been called out for using inappropriate language in the past. He made a comment about standing up to bullies and said it is sometimes requires calling out their crap.
Mr. Speaker, standing up to bullies requires us to call them out on their craps.
While he later withdrew his words under pressure from the Speaker, and that you can see the video, he took his own time to withdraw the comments.
I'll invite the Prime Minister once again to rise on his feet. And thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I will happily withdraw my comment if the member who suggests that I was sharing a bathtub with Tom Clark stands up, takes responsibility for his...
And I'm just asking the Prime Minister to be the better person. And to please just withdraw the comment and start his question again. Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the comment about defecating. I certainly, using the word crap,
In my lifetime in my schools, I have never behaved like this. Homophobia, name calling, refusing to apologize. These are not the behavior we should tolerate from those, tasked with leading our country. Public frustration is rising. Polls shows that the confidence in all major party leaders is at 50 years low. Honestly speaking, three of the major leaders, they are the main leader, none of them stand out right now. This toxic environment isn't just spectacle inside the parliament, it's outside in social media. Twitter, YouTube, I'm talking about it, a lot of things. People are losing their confidence. Politicians are making it divisive remarks, and that resource beyond the House of Commons.
I didn't think that passed. No, I did not say that.
Who said it?
Somebody behind me said that.
Was it me? Was it you? No. You sure? If it was me, I'd admit it. Was it you or not? If it was me, I'd admit it. Would you say that? I didn't see nothing. It wasn't me. It was the gentleman behind me, I guess. Who is it then? Point it out. I have no idea who it was, buddy. My word. You sure it's not you? No. 100%. You're a coward. You're not going to say it's my face. That's what's up. Say what? If I said something like that to you, I'd admit it. All right.
As a Canadian, we should expect our leaders to tackle serious issues. Issues like climate change, issues like women's rights, issues like democracy and press freedom. We're witnessing political discourse that driven by petty insult and performance outrage. Where is our parliament headed? Unless there is a collective change in the behavior, we are watching a steady decline in maturity. Professionalism is at its low, and the respect that absolutely does not even exist anymore. The Speaker has already warned Member of Parliament, but the question remains, will they hear him? Will they respect him? Will they listen to him? Or they will continue to see the distortion, and one of the most vital institutions of Canada is now being broken. Political leadership is certainly in need of repair, I can tell you that. A time of reminder to hold, to shake them and tell them to make sure they listen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Canada, and we expect them to behave nice. This is all over the place. People are watching them. Well, if you like this video, share it, and I will see you soon. Thank you very much.